A woman voluntarily gave up the best bed in the house so her husband and his mistress could use it.
Margaret, I'm sorry, but Julie's apartment is occupied tonight.
Oh, are you Julie? You're even more beautiful than I was told. Margaret grabbed a new set of sexy lingerie and offered it to her husband's mistress. I've put on some weight, but I'm sure it will fit you perfectly. The mistress tried the lingerie in front of the mirror and caught the ardent gaze of the homeowner. Margaret happily wished the couple a steamy night and went to sleep in the nursery.
See? You had no reason to be worried. I have a great wife.
Margaret grew up without a father, and she didn't want her son to go through that same experience. So when her and John's marriage came to an end, they decided not to get divorced and pretend to be a family for the sake of their son. When Margaret woke up, her son was not there. And she heard someone splashing in the pool. It was Julie, who was flaunting her body in a sexy bikini in front of the boy while he took pictures of her. We had a deal. You can sleep with whoever you want, but our son should never see them or talk to them.
Don't worry. I told him she was the swimming instructor.
Margaret wasn't satisfied with her husband's explanation, though. That evening, John came home from work and saw his son on a motorcycle with a stranger covered in tattoos. As it turned out, that was Margaret's lover. I told him he was a friendly pizza delivery guy.
You're crossing the line, Margaret. Our son is not stupid.
A few days later, John brought home a cake that his mistress had made.
It's for our son's birthday party. I'm sure we should invite Julie too.
Margaret walked over to the cake and pushed it off the table. Can we not call her now? Margaret's behavior made John furious, and he took it out on her. Not only that, but he also decided to cancel the party just to spite her. You wouldn't dare!
Yes, I would. Whoever pays decides. I am calling the cafe.
Meanwhile, their son was in the next room and heard his father canceling the party.
Oh, sorry if things happen.
Are you happy with yourself? Suddenly, both parents heard the window in their son's bedroom slam. When they ran into the room, they noticed that the boy wasn't there anymore. He wasn't in the yard either, or the roller rink where they expected to find him. He also wasn't at the school. John and Margaret decided to involve their lovers in the search.
Bad news.
Our son is missing. As it turned out, their lovers knew where the boy might have been. They were really interested in the child's well-being. Unlike their parents who had been too busy quarreling with each other as of late.
He could be at the gallery.
Our son is at the photography exhibition. John and Margaret didn't know that their son's photos had been selected to be featured in the Happy People exhibition. John, we found you! Photos of the boy's classmates were all over the walls, as well as his neighbors and even his parents' lovers. However, there were no photos of John and Margaret. The boy admitted that he hadn't seen his parents happy for a very long time.
We'll fix this. I promise you.
John and Margaret got a divorce, found a way to explain everything to their son, and brought happiness back into their lives. I had two lovers at the same time. One for money, and one for pleasure. But one day I got pregnant and didn't know who the father of the child was. First, I delivered the news to my rich lover.
I had a vasectomy last year, which means why you have been cheating on me. Get out!
Of course, I wanted to marry the rich guy, but I was forced to change my plans. I met with my other lover. He didn't have a lot of money, but he was young and handsome. Well, Daddy, I'm pregnant.
My wife can hear us.
As it turned out, he was a freeloader. Everything he had belonged to his wife.
If she finds out, I'll be left with nothing. I'm sure you will make it through somehow. Goodbye.
After being dumped by my two lovers, I turned to my wise friend, whom I started copying ever since we first met. Mia came up with a great idea to find a rich, gullible man and get in bed with him before my belly got too big. That way, he would believe the child to be his. Try it. If it doesn't work, you'll just get rid of the fetus. It's easy. The plan was great on paper, but it was almost impossible to hide the pregnancy. During the dates, I was terribly nauseous. It's a little overcrowded in here. Sorry. I was constantly running to the restroom. One day, I returned from the restroom and my date wasn't there. However, he left a note and a check on the table.
Let the father of your child provide for you.
On my last date, I lost my nerve, even though I really liked the man. Are you Matthew? I'm pregnant. I won't eat anything. And you know what? Who needs me like this? Goodbye. I had no choice but to get rid of the baby. Mia met me at the clinic. Don't worry. I've been through this 10 times already. What? Mia told me not to worry and to think of new opportunities instead. No one is even going to look at you with that rug rat. Although Mia's words no longer seemed wise to me, I had nothing to say to her. I was about to open the door to the clinic when I suddenly got a text message from Matthew.
Thank you for being honest. Maybe we'll meet again, somewhere outside.
I showed the message to my friend, who tried to talk me out of it. Just look at him. You'll find a richer guy without that baby bump. There's the door. Go on, or you'll regret it. I'm not sure if this is the right door. Matthew's message destroyed Mia's theory. a child would ruin my life and no one would ever want me. Now Matthew and I are raising a wonderful son together. As for Mia... Oh my God!
Do you know her? Who is she?
The one who always knew which doors to open. Never base your life decisions on advice from people who don't have to deal with the consequences.